so far we've talked about your entire journey and your Cambridge experience and then Winsci. What are you doing right now?
I have joined a startup in material
Hmm.
science, in the field of material science that is trying to commercialize one of the components in electronic devices. So basically, I'm leading that startup right now. I'm also the founding team member,
Hmm.
and I am involved in commercializing our product for industry. So this is my current role now. Right now, I'm also a scientist at Cambridge. So
Hmm.
currently, I'm involved with the startup here.
It's a lot of multi-purpose stuff going on.
Yes, of course,
Yeah.
my startup job and a scientist job is my priority because
Hmm.
that's my job as a scientist.
Yeah.
And yeah, other things is things Winsci Pakistan is something that is always there with me. And then
Hmm.
now Winsci has been taken care of by team members as well, but I, of course, oversee the progress and everything.
Hmm.
So there are two things parallel. Yeah.
Yeah. And you actually went from research to business, which is such a huge jump.
Yes, that is something that I learned very recently. Not recently, but it has been something going on for past 2 to 3 years. I
Hmm.
was working with different startups at Cambridge anyway.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that gave me the step in the door. And now
Hmm.
I'm in the business. So we are trying to grow and scale it up and
Hmm.
looking forward to do exciting things with my startup.
Yeah. Are there like some main differences you found from being a researcher to now being a science businesswoman?
There is a huge. I think there's a
Yeah.
180-degree shift.
Hmm.
It has been one of the steepest learning curve. It is not really easy. I would
Hmm.
say it's one of the hardest things. I think I'm starting another PhD. Sometimes I feel.
Oh
I
my
think
gosh.
it's now being in startup as a founding member, it's 24/7 job. So
Hmm.
I cannot really. PhD looks to me like much more comforting now.
Whoa. Could you
So
like give me some examples too in terms
I
of
think I think basically that there's in business or when you're interacting with industry, you really need to know your stuff. In PhD,
hmm
it's your paper, and then that's your outcome. But when you're interacting with industry,
hmm
you really need to give you them solution, and you really need to learn what you're going to talk about, what you're going to deliver. It's much more strict. So doing business and because Cambridge is right now very high paced with innovation.
hmm
So being here, this super competitive and everything. So I think my experience of working with deep tech startups for past 3 years, I was been working with different companies. That really helped me.
Yeah. I think that's one of the advice you would probably give to new PhD students, right? Go on your PhD journey, but also do internships side by side.
Yes, I did internships. That's what it was when I was doing my thesis writing, middle of my
Hmm.
PhD. Some people go to industry as well. I did get an industry offers as well, but I chose to try this. I mean, I can always go to industry because experimental skills are always transferable,
Yeah.
but I am enjoying it for now. Let's see.
hmm and before we wrap up, are there some tips that you would give to people who are generally starting their journey in science or maybe undergrad or even graduate studies that you felt like if you someone had told you these before, it would have been so much more helpful? And I think my camera just died, so.
No worries. I think my one advice is always to be more curious about learning
Hmm.
and then the outcome. If you are very passionate about learning, doing your job well, learning science behind it, then it gives you a lot of knowledge. Then rather going after passing this exam, passing this degree, getting
Grades.
I think I was always I would always like come home and go through my lectures again, go look up on internet to learn more. So I
Hmm.
think more passionate about knowledge.
Hmm. Okay. I'm also taking like a teaching course, and one of the factors they mention is critical for learning is you give it enough time, so space learning, not just cramming in the end, and you actually engage with the material.
Yes, it's a very good advice to really engage with material. And I think I did my O levels in Pakistan, and during
Hmm.
that time, I kind of learned that a lot. That because we would get questions from anywhere, and you just need to learn that material. So not really going towards cramming, but also engaging with the knowledge. That's a
Yes,
very good advice. Yeah.
yes.
Okay,
But
that's
thank you so much for sharing this time, especially on a Saturday, and sharing your insight and your journey with us. It really means a lot.
likewise. I'm very happy to be on the call with you. I
Yeah.
I hope it's very helpful. A lot of people learn.
Hmm. Yeah. And I hope you have a good Saturday.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. You too. Good luck with your PhD and experiments and everything.